Welcome to the 20's, sharing lovely stories of young people in their age group of 20 to 29. They are here to share their new definition of success. Welcoming you all on behalf of Education News Network presented by Education Today, I am Dr. Nirmala Krishnan for you. Today we have a person who can make you sit up, tap your toes and your feet and start dancing. Yes, we've got a wonderful choreographer with us. This young boy has been featured in the Pepsi ad, and he has been a YouTuber. He's been helping a lot of people pick up this lovely art of dancing and has been a big hit with many million views of his videos on YouTube. So welcome to meet this particular gentleman who is Bivin Mathew for you. Good evening, Bivin.
Hi ma'am, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for accepting to be here today with us and for being
pleasure.
yes, and for being part of our show. Thank you once again. So, Vipin, we have just seen your lovely video, and that particular video made me a big fan of yours, and of course many other videos of yours. And I have been following up and enjoying each of your videos, and as a matter of fact, also trying few of them. So thanks to you for that.
All right.
Okay, great. So, Bivin, the audience is all set and they would like to know your journey. Now, we see on the video that you are a very confident and, a person who just starts the car or who just has moves that people are just looking forward to learn. I've seen videos of only your feet dancing, and that was mesmerizing. So, how were you as a kid? How did the whole journey start for you?
Yes, as I'm a kid, I was like the shyest person in the class. Like, I couldn't even talk to any other people. It's like so awkward for me. And the only kid I had as a friend is like the one near me, and he's just exactly like me. So that's it. So I don't have any friends. I don't talk to anyone, and I would like faint away if someone calls my name out or something like that. So I was always shy, and I didn't even knew that I could dance in the first place or any talent, to be honest. I was thinking like, I'm a kid who has no talent at all. I'm just going for school and that's it. So like once I even remember like once I had a Bible classes in my church. So there was a preacher and he was like saying about shyness, and he was saying like he was a kid who was really shy and he would never talk to anyone, just like me. So I was like comparing myself to him, and he was saying like, but God made him the person who is now, and he can speak to millions of people and stuff. But then still, I'm thinking like it's not for me. It might work for you, but it's not for me. Now I know myself better. So I was thinking like that. I was like, I'm not gonna be like you forever. So, but dancing really did make the person I'm today. I can be in front of any stage with thousands of people or talk to anyone from any country or anything like that. So I would say dancing did help a lot in my career as a person and everything.
Fantastic. And how was it that right from the beginning you knew that you wanted to dance, or you came to know about it much later after meeting the preacher, or how was
Yes,
it
yes.
like?
I was actually a funny story to be honest. I went to another school. From that school, I went to another one. So that school was like a blessing to me. I mean, the principal there, her name is Lucy Curry, and I would never forget her. And she is like a person who initiates and make the students, participate in cultural activities more. And she gave equal importance for that too. So it was actually a blessing for me. And but still, she couldn't find out that I'm a dancer. Even I didn't know I'm a dancer. So one day, my classmates, they wanted to have a participating in a dance competition or something. So they wanted to go out and practice, and rest of the kids have to stay in the class and study. So I don't want to study. I just want to make an excuse and get out of the class. So I told my teacher, like, I'm also kind of participating in that, but I don't know. I just went out with them. So my job there was like to play and pose the tape recorder. Then that time we didn't have a mobile stuff. We had a tape recorder. So I'm playing the button and forwarding it, rewinding it. So that's my job from 8 to evening.
Okay.
So I'm seeing that guy who was like, the like class hero. The guy is like making a dance move, which is so hard, and no one in that group can do it. It's like so hard. It's only so hard as in then. So he's doing that, and no one can follow it. So I'm seeing this thing from morning till evening. So I'm like, okay, this must be so hard. So I went home and I closed my door, of course, because I'm so shy. And I closed my door and I was looking in the mirror. And then I tried the step because he was explaining the step from morning to the evening, right? So I tried the step, and it did work out. I'm like, this is it. I just got it, just like that. This one time I got it. I'm like, okay, it's not that hard, but still, I didn't tell to anyone like I did it or I can dance. I just kept it myself, which is bad. But then after some time, a movie came out, Doom 2 or something came out, and Hrithik was dancing, and I'm like, oh my god, it's too much. But I again had the courage again to try it. I tried the step, but it was not easy like the guy's step. It was really hard. But I came to break down the step, and I made the step, and I did the step. So again, I showed that to my brother, and my brother is like, "You can dance? Oh my god, that's good." Then he's like, "It's really good." Then he introduced that to my mom, and mom is like, "Really? You can dance? Okay." Then I had the courage to show that to one of my friends in the school, and he was like absolutely blown away. Right? He seen me from childhood, and he never knew that I could dance like that. And he let me introduce to other kids like he danced, and like stepping up my confidence. I made to know like everyone knows like Bivin can dance. So from there, I started in the competitions there. Then I'm getting prizes and everything. And this guy who was dancing in front of me is like the guy in back of me after. So it was like a funny thing. Yeah.
Lovely. What a lovely journey. So you can see from a very shy boy to Bivin can dance to a person who is a very popular choreographer in UAE. So that is the kind of journey that Bivin is sharing with us. Great. So Bivin, you shared that you have got videos which has hit 1 million views. And how does that feel? How do you feel when you get to know that there are so many people who are wanting to learn from you and wanting to do so? How do you respond to those viewers?
Those who want to be like a dancer, if I can compare to that, I mean relate to that more easier. If you want to be a dancer and if you want to make that, let's say, as a career, there are like a lot of ways. First is just like dance is just like any other job. You gotta have a resume, all right? So no one thinks like that normally. So I want to say like you have to have a resume, not like in writing. That doesn't matter in dancing. So you gotta make your own videos, even if it's like a mobile video. It doesn't matter. You gotta make your videos and convince the person who is watching it. So let's say, and even in dancing, there is a lot of career paths. As if you want to teach someone, you can be an instructor. If you want to dance, only dance, you can be a performer. And if you want to be like, a performer as in two ways, there is a performer as in stage performance, then there's a performer as in like a unique performer who will be like a solo or let's say a group or event. So that's more paid than the stage one. So it has different aspects. So let's say if you want to be an instructor, may concentrate more on tutorials, make more dance tutorials, and make that video with you and send emails to the dance institutes or anything related to cheating. You can do that. So also you got to make dance videos as well. And let's say if you want to be a performer, make more of your dance choreos and send it to TVs or stuff like that. Or if you want to be just like I said, a unique performer who want to be get paid more, there's a friend of mine in Dubai. I came to know him, and he is a hardworking person. I got this from him. He has no background in making stuff and stuff, so he made costumes by his own. So I'm not asking everyone to make your own costumes and stuff. You can approach someone else. You can pay, and you can make your own costumes. He made a costume of robots. He made costume of a tree, and he's like performing in clubs, parties, and stuff like that. And he's getting high payments. Like he went from nothing to in one of the room in Burj Khalifa. So it's like that's
Wow.
really yeah progress. So that's what I'm saying. Like you have a different opportunities in your life with careers in dancing, but no one knows like how to apply it. So these are the basic things, and you can work on it. That's it.
Just hold on to that. So all those people who want to pursue this as your career, Vivin, can you quickly share your Instagram ID for them to reach out to you?
Yeah, sure. It's Bivin Mathew as Bivin Mathew.
Thank you, Vivin, for that. Now, the next question is, you were featured in the Pepsi advertisement in Dubai, and our viewers would like to know more about that.
Okay. Yeah, that's another one. Just like I said, the marketing. So I went to Dubai with I don't know anyone there in Dubai. I just had one person in China, but he's not into this field or he doesn't know anything about it. So what I did, I stayed there for 3 months for a visit visa. Then I was making dance videos with my camera or mobile, whatever it is. I just placed there and make some dance videos in Dubai. And I had dance videos already from Kerala. So I combined all of them. Then I had some pictures of my own. Then I started to send emails. So this is like I was trying to find. I'm not that I don't know like whom to send, to be honest. So I sent to institutes. I sent to modeling agencies. I sent to advertising agencies. Everything I could, anything related to media. So I sent over 276 emails. All right.
Wow.
So I thought like like I'm gonna get calls like like crazy. I gotta be prepared for what I'm saying. But I honestly didn't get one reply. I got one after 3 weeks. I got one reply. So that was from a modeling agency. So they called me and they took my photos and videos and everything. Then yeah, they happened to call me one time. Then they were like, would you like to choreograph for a music video? I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do that. So yeah, I did that. Then later on one time they were calling me like, we have your photo as well, and we think like you're apt for this Pepsi ad commercial. Would you like to be a part of it? I'm like, sure, why not? Yeah, I get this. So the reason or the moral of the story, let's say, is you shouldn't be limited for yourself. You think like I should send like 10 people and might get a reply. You won't, trust me, because they might not see it in the first place. They might be busy, or they might not be looking for this person at that time. So don't limit yourself. Send to everything related to your field, and try to connect to more people. That's the only way you can get connections.
Absolutely. So you can see that element of grit, hard work, and smart thinking, which makes them eligible to be featured in the 20s. They have been having a lot of patience, a lot of courage to wait, sending almost 300 emails and waiting for the right opportunity to strike. Great. Wow. So, what is the future of your dance company? You have a dance company. We would like to hear about that. And 7 years from now, where do you see your dance company and yourself?
Yeah, it was like an absolute pleasure to have all those experiences there in UAE and all those students and everything. But the problem is now is like the pandemic because of the issue COVID. Everything is going down. Our company there is has shut down, unfortunately. and we couldn't continue it there. So I came back here, but still, as I said, there is no ending for anything. So there's no ending. So what I thought was to start my online classes then. So I connected all of my old students, and even from the Instagram, let's say there was no lot of inquiries, new inquiries. So I started up classes, and I'm doing pretty good with
Good.
those online classes for now. But it's not like a consistent way to make money for now, because after the pandemic, it might change the scene. So I'm planning on something new, but I'm just waiting for the right moment for the COVID to get down. I might go back to Dubai again if everything is okay, or I might even go to Germany, and my brother is there. So it's just like that. I'm just planning for the right moment to strike.
All our heartfelt wishes and loads of good luck to you, Bivin. Yeah, great. And Bivin, we come to the second part of this particular discussion, where I'll be, asking you questions shared by a few students from the schools across India. Are you ready for that?
You know?
Okay, great. So here goes the first question. After reading about you on the 20s, I started following you on Instagram. Where did you get trained for your dance?
Oh, yeah. This is just like what I said before. I never got any training. I just looked at the videos and started. And but the thing is, don't limit yourself, because I went to college. I made this more serious, because it's a funny thing to say, because I went to engineering and I took
Yeah.
dance more serious from there. So uh, because it is meant to be, I would say, and it was always in my blood. And this is the common mistake what the parents have. They will push you to some field which is not their fault, because our society, they think like, these are the only paths which will make them successful in their career.
Yes.
But yeah, I went there. So I met another guy who was so crazy about dancing. So we were practicing every single day after the college. I don't go and study at the time then, but we will after there was a time for us to study, but I have some time for practice as well. So I practice more on that time. Then of course I gotta study, because there's no other option. So
Yeah.
I will study at that time as well. So this is what I was doing for 4 years, and there's even a time like we had a main exam entrance. We had another exam for the college, and it's really serious. But I won't advise this to anyone. But this is what I did. I had a competition back in Kerala that time. They were calling me like, "There's a competition. Would you like to be a part?" I'm like, "Sure, I would." And then I found out like this day I have an exam, so I decided to jump off the
Okay.
building and go
No,
home
no.
from. Yeah. No, I don't advise this to anyone. I'm just saying the passion was always there. So that's a secret. There is no other secret. Just the passion. I
Yeah.
would do anything for the dance. And the good part is I got the prize after competing
Oh,
there. So I was happy.
congratulations. That's so you can hear another engineer. He's a civil engineer, and another engineer getting into something that he's passionate about. But he has a basic degree and qualification, which we
Yeah.
also uh, understand. And during your tough times, you just shared that during COVID, uh, you have adopted to going in for online classes and stuff like that. So, how different it is from a regular class and an online class?
It's really different, to be honest. But this is another thing. I chose the kids. I didn't choose everyone I had in the school. I just chose the gifted ones and who are interested. That's the most important thing. Not only gifted, those who are interested to learn dance. I only chose them, because I know those kids will stay for the classes more than anyone. So I chose them, and they are more than happy to be having a part of my online classes, and they enjoy so much. And I usually share their videos in my Instagram. because of the follower, they get more recognition as well, and they are so happy about it. So that's the only way I can explain this situation.
Lovely. How different it is being a teacher of dance and a teacher who's teaching a subject who's taken more seriously.
Yeah, it's like question. Yeah, the kids. To be honest, like anything is education. I mean, anything is information that you're passing from the teacher to the student. So it's the only way that some kids might think it's different and have fun in the class. Of course, it is a part of having fun, but there should be discipline. It's not like you can run around everywhere and
Yes.
have fun and stuff. But I teach them discipline in a very systematic way. So I went start the class. We have our warm up sessions. We have our dance routine session. We have choreographies with the music, without music, and everything like that. Then after stretching, so it's a systematic way. So the kids won't feel something like it's completely different from what I do in school. It is something somewhat related to in the school as well, I would say.
Makes so much sense. Thank you so much for that, Bivin. We go to the third part where you get to ask a question to me.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, because we are saying about the schooling so much, I was thinking more like, do you completely agree to the structure of the education system we are having now?
Okay.
Or do you think you can contribute something or some ideas to improve if there has to be any change?
Okay, a lot of questions on education systems. So I can share with you that yes, we have evolved. Education system has evolved with the times, right from the Gurukula system, and this particular industrial, system has been to cater to the industries. Our education system was designed accordingly. So that we can go to a particular industry. So we were divided into different sections, and thus our education system was designed accordingly. The promising part which I can see in education system today is the new education policy 2020, which helps the child to understand what their potentials are and gives an opportunity for the teacher to and the principal to nurture them accordingly. You couldn't be identified for your strength in dance because that is not the way the teachers were trained in the school. They were trained only to understand whether a child is understanding math or not, science or not, or social studies or not. But the teachers were not trained to observe if a child is good in dancing, singing, or any other art forms. But the new education policy gives a scope for all that. So it is very promising. And if one thing you ask me that needs to be, addressed or I can say changed, I can say very, very humbly would be the attitude of the school leaders. Yes, a lot of what happens in the school, how a school functions, depends on the school leader. So there are many school leaders who are very progressive, who want to do a lot of new things, and not only new things, something that can help a child uh, understand their own potential beyond the marks in the classroom. So we have to be open minded and have more open minded principals who understand that there is more to education than just marks. So that would be my take on that one thing that can be improved in our education system. I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, absolutely.
Because that principle of yours, Lucy ma'am, made a lot of difference. So that's why you mentioned about her today. Right? So we come to the final round and the most exciting part, that is the rapid fire round. Are you ready for this?
Go on. Yes.
Okay. So here we should. Who is your inspiration?
Yeah, there's a lot, mostly from online.
Okay.
So 7 years before, I was watching so many videos. So Matt Chat, Popping John, and people like that. So I just watched them, and there was no tutorials then. So I was just watching and make the video slow so I can see what they're doing. So it was really hard, but let's say they are my inspirations.
Okay, great, lovely. And a moment of dream come true in your career.
Let's say I got the job in Dubai as an instructor because
Okay.
actually my parents let me go there, and it was like a trick to make me join into the civil engineering.
Yes.
So yeah, I went there. Then my uncle told like go and submit your resume here and there and come back with the job. But I just throw out the resume and I just went to a dance school and got a job there, and that was my biggest happiness ever.
I get your point. Fine. An interesting question. Your take on marriage.
Oh my god. For now, I'm thinking about being really successful, as in really, really successful. Then only I'm thinking about anything I'm happy.
Beautiful. Very nice. So, next one. How many hours in a day do you practice your dance?
It depends on the routine I have. For now, I have classes. Some days my classes are too much. So I usually practice at least 3 hours, around four, around like that.
Wow. So, though it appears very, very easy that you're just dancing and that's your career and that is so much fun, but there's a lot of hard work that is put in this
Yes.
behind the scenes. So he's saying at least minimum 3 hours a day you have to work towards it. Great. If not dance, what would you have opted for other than your civil engineering?
Oh my god. I never thought something like that.
Okay.
Because it's always dance and there was nothing else. But I like acting. I do acting. Do make videos. I do make a lot of videos, and I think I'm pretty good at it. I guess. So
I
yeah.
can vouch by that.
So I might go try something like that. Maybe.
Okay, great. Thank you. And the toughest step that you learned?
Toughest step.
Mm-hmm.
I would say when I start, there was everything was tough.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say then I don't compare myself now as a toughest step, because now it's like I can get it whatever I want to. That's what I'm thinking. But back then I would say the Doom 2 movie thing. Well, I had a hard time learning it.
Yes. So initially, what appears to be tough in your life can become
Yes.
easy, and
With
that's
like
how
your
the
warm
life
up
goes.
exercise after.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say, baby?
It will be like your warm up exercise after.
Yes, that's your warm up. Perfect. So we go to the last question in the rapid fire. It's your one liner to all the teenagers watching this particular show.
Oh, like an advice. I would say if whatever your career is, whatever your passion is, work on it. Make, like I said, make a strategy and make a resume. Resume has in many sense, like it told before. You should be prepared. You should be prepared for everything. Whatever your career is, you make a plan. That's it. That's it. And execute and work hard every single day. There is no substitute to hard work, I would say.
Absolutely. Wow. So that's the journey of David Mathew for his grit, hard work, and smart thinking. Thank you so much. Wish you the very best, and thank you for being on this show.
Thank you, ma'am. It was my pleasure.
Thank you, Bivin. Take care. And dear viewers, we all know that we have got a lot of things that we face as we look forward to the careers of our children who are teenagers now. But the most important thing is allowing them to find their own new definition of success. Looking forward to hosting your children on the 20s. This is Dr. Nirmala Krishnan signing off for now on behalf of Education News Network presented by Education Today. Thank you and take care. Thank you.